vote to subpoena.
That's not a legitimate point of inquiry.
It's very legitimate to the American people.
Thank you. It's not.
Very
You're not
legitimate to the
recognizing.
Well, it turns out that the Democrats came to play today, honey. And Nancy Mace was actually killing time until enough Republicans showed up to work to block Democrats' subpoena attempt. And joining us now is Democratic Congressman Stephen Lynch of Massachusetts. Don't worry, we're going to ask him about that sign.
So, Congressman, your visuals there gave us a little bit of a taste of the questions you would like to ask of Elon Musk. So, one, what are those questions? And two, why does it seem your Republican colleagues have no appetite for asking them?
Not getting any audio.
Oh, the congressman cannot hear Alicia. She wanted to know, her question was about the sign, and she said it seems that the sign was indicative of the kind of questions you wanted to ask Elon Musk, but that your colleagues didn't. Why do you think your colleagues don't have the appetite for those kind of questions?
No, those are important questions, and there's more and more information coming out. The New York Times did a very good article about it, the ketamine and then some other hallucinogenic drugs. It seems to coincide. These observations were made at a time when Musk was actually making decisions to fire about 250,000 federal employees. And also, he's got a handful of contracts going on with NASA, with the Defense Department, and other government agencies. So there should be an SF-86 on him with the drug test and all of that to determine whether or not he has been vetted or not. I know he was a special employee, but that doesn't excuse him from drug tests and things of that nature.
I'll just note for folks at home that SF-86 is the form that White House employees specifically have to fill out, and they ask you questions about your drug use, places you visited, so on and so forth. And lying on that form is, in fact, grounds to have your appointment yanked away.
Not only that, but you can
also go to jail.
You go to jail. You can also go to jail. Alicia, since the congressman didn't hear you, if you had a follow-up, I just want to give you another bite at that apple, if you could, so make sure he can hear you.
Thank you so much. Let's test all of our tech. Congressman, can you hear me? Indeed not, but I do have a follow-up. So you can ask it, which is the question is why Republicans don't want these answers. Why are they showing up late? Why do they not have the same appetite to know? And are they going to suddenly have that appetite now that Donald Trump is beefing with Elon Musk?
So the question is, why are the Republicans hiding from the answers? They don't want the answers. And now that there's this beef between Donald Trump and Elon Musk, do you think they're going to have an appetite for that subpoena?
Well, this is the perfect time to bring Elon Musk in. Number one, he is no longer, he just recently separated from he was a special White House employee, so we couldn't get him because legally they had the ability to block that. But now he's gone, and we've got this ugly divorce going on between himself and the president. So you would think with the threats by Elon Musk to go after Republicans in the upcoming election, that might give them the willingness to at least defend themselves and also to dig into some of these questions that exist around Elon Musk and his contracts, his access to private information of every American, IRS information, Social Security information, census data that he has now aggregated to his own.
Exactly.
That is such an incredibly important point.
The servers
that are still at the old executive office building inside the White House and other government agencies. Musk has this data. So he has this tweet today with this sort of cryptic response regarding, Epstein and all of that from that storyline. And it begged the question, what does he have in terms of information? And so now you have a situation, going back to your point about Republicans, who are now caught between a Donald Trump who'll be mad at them if they don't vote for his big, beautiful bill,
right,
and Elon Musk if they do.
Right. The other thing that worries me is that the Chinese have an AI system where they have full spectrum surveillance of all their citizens. We always, up to now, we have always had separate silos of information. We have, the census, we have IRS, we have Social Security, but we don't allow that to come together because it would provide full spectrum surveillance of U.S. citizens. Well, Elon Musk put his people in there, and they got access to everything. And his idea was to create this one one big silo on information on U.S. citizens, and that's terribly dangerous.
Very dangerous, and he's not authorized to have it.
And I think he's creating it anyway because he's now had the access unfettered.
And the servers.
He could be. He could be.
I guess, Congressman, this lends itself to, and as we introduced you, we said you were the acting ranking, which is a lot of the acting ranking member of Oversight.
Right.
There are going to be internal caucus elections to select the permanent ranking member. You have thrown your hat into the ring for that. I guess in the way that you conducted the meeting today, is that foreshadowing of how you would conduct the meetings and carry on the business of the committee as the ranking member if you were selected?
Exactly. So I've been in there about 5 weeks as interim ranking member. Now I guess I'm acting. They keep changing my title.
Interim acting.
So ultimately, we look to the date when we take control of the House, right? Democrats do. But in the meantime, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. So I've been involved in every single House investigation on Oversight for the past 24 years. We've done a lot of this. We've done 2 impeachment, one with Schiff and one with Jamie Raskin. So a lot of the work that we've done in those cases is applicable to what we're going to do going forward. We've got a target-rich environment. We've got everything that Trump has done so far and everything that he will do up till the time when hopefully the Democrats take over the House. So we've got to treat this in a very disciplined way. We need a steady